Morning student, let's we start with the part 2 of chapter number 2 animation tool synping. In the animation tool synping, we already learned some of the basic thing about the two more tool, pencil and flash. Now we see the details of synping. Before we going with the interface of synping, we are going with some basic theory details of the synping studio. The Synping Studio is a 2D time-based animation software which is used to develop the 2D animation application. Now we see the Synping Studio is used for the vector graphics which will be released in 2005. The Synping Studio is open source software. We can freely download from the http www.synping.org. As well as Synping is available for the Linux, Windows, Mac operating system. We can download for the all the PC platform. User can select whatever requirement of their operating system. They can download freely from the current version from the www.synping.org. The first version of Synping Studio is 0.61.05 and the latest version of Synping is 0.63.05 according to our textbooks of 2015. Now we see the interface of the Synping. So they're having a one toolbox, canvas, some of the panels and some of the bottom panels which are utilized for the different requirement of the user. So see some of the tool you can look out at the toolbox, some of the canvas which center part of the Synping interface, some of the panel for the different requirement and some of the bottom panel for the different activities we have see in the detail in the chapter. So first we going with the toolbox. The toolbox is a main window which contain the system menu and tool to create and edit your artwork or your animation object. So let's see, we divide toolbox into the three separate palette, means three section. They're having upper palette, middle palette and lower palette. In the upper palette we have some of the standard file related operation like new file, open file, save all file, undo file, redo file. So this all the type of file related activity we can perform in the upper palette. So upper palette basically we have related with the file related operation. If you want to create the new file, if you want to change the file name, if you want to save the file, if you want to redo the operation, if you want to undo the operation, as well as if you want to take the new file for the animation. So this first palette is useful, or first palette option will be give related to the file operation. The second is the middle palette, means center palette. In the middle palette means middle section, they are having a different type of tools which will be used for our creating different object in the canvas area. So like circle, rectangle, star, polygon, this type of tools are there for our drawing and creating different object, or if you want to manipulating, if you want to give the movement to the object, so this type of object are there in the middle palette. Now we are going with the third palette. In the third palette is lower palette or the third palette, means third section. In the lower palette we have different default types of setting of the different layers and different properties of the layer. In the different layer, this will be detail given about the layer of lowest panel. In the lowest panel we have some of the settings which are related with the our animation object. So they are having a first option, foreground and background color. Foreground means text color. If you want to change the text color, then we have to specify the foreground option. Then we have second option, background color, means the object background. If you want to modify, then there's to be a second option. We can find out in the picture also in the lower palette. Then we have a brush size. If you want to increase the brush size or decrease the brush size, then we have to brush size option. Then we have a blend method. We have some method how your object can done the movement or how your object can be transferred, that will be seen in the blend method. Then we have a opacity. Opacity stands for the visibility. Your control your object to be visible or invisible. If you press 0, it means invisible. If we take the option 1, means this to be a totally visible. If we control between 0 to 1, so this will be give some movement according to your visibility. If you select the 0, that's to be invisible. If you going till toward the 1, that's to be a totally visible. So these are the opacity values that you have to remember, 0 and 1. Then we have a gradient. So what do you mean by gradient? So gradient is the one type of layer which is used to mix up of two or more colors, which is used for the foreground color as well as background color. Means we are mixing up two or more colors in the single area, that we call as a gradient. In the gradient we have a basically 4 types are there in the syllabus, which will be there in the chapter number 3. They're having a 4 types: conical, radiant, spiral, and linear. These 4 types are there for the gradient. Gradient means, again I tell, gradient means mixture of 2 or more color for the background as well as foreground. Then lastly we see the interpolation. The interpolation stand for each waypoint has an interpolation setting which determines the manner in which the parameter change. Means we give the different activity at the certain points or certain time. So we specify the interpolation of to the object, means that after that there has to be changes of some of the movement of the object. So we specify in the interpolation. Might be a color, might be a messaging, something like you want to specify in the between in animation. Now we see the some of the canvas area. Now what is a canvas area? So in the center part of the interface of the synping, we found the canvas area. In the canvas area, we put the every object, we draw the every object, or whatever our animation criteria, whatever our animation artwork, we have to put in between the canvas area. The basically we can expand our, as per our requirement, we can also change the size of canvas as well as we decrease the size of canvas. Means every object, every moment, every artwork we have to put on the canvas area. So canvas you will be see in the center part of the interface of the synping. Then we see some of the right side panel which are there in the synping interface. So they're having a navigator, info, tool option, history, some of the layer panel, some of the palette editor, some of the canvas browser, some of the grouping objects. So this all the type of different function are there in the interface of synping that we have learned in the next chapter. Then we have some of the important panel which are we utilize for the different purpose. The first panel is the layer panel. So it display the layer of your working canvas. Means you are dealing with the which layer that will be displayed in the layer panel. It also allow you to manipulate these layers. This will be also allowed to changes to make the modification in the layers. Then we have second params panel. So this params panel show the currently selected layer parameter. Whatever parameter you are selecting, size, width, height, rotation, 360, 180, this all the type of parameter of your object that will be seen in the params panel. When the multiple layer are selected, only the parameter that are common in the selected layer are displayed. For example, if you selecting the circle, so they are having a 2 parameter of the circle, radius and center, radius and center. From that you can modify your object through the params panel. Means whatever parameter you are taking, that parameters are loaded on the parameter panels. Then we have a tool option panel. It shows the option that are the specific to the currently selected tool, that are which tool you are currently selected. If you have a multiple tools, if you take circle, rectangle, if you take star, so currently you are dealing with which tool, or currently you are selecting which tool, that will be showing in the tool option panel. Then we have navigator. So navigator will be showing the your object or your animation in the thumbnail image, means smaller part which will be showing in the one preview manner. So that will be seen in the navigator. Then we have a last history panel. So it keeps the track of all the action that are done while editing the file. So whenever you, whatever changes you made, whatever action you are performing in the file, that's all the track record are stored in the history panel. Whenever you want to undo, whenever you want to changes, whenever you want to redo, so this all the record will be keep it in the history panel. So history panel is just one type of log recorder or one type of log file which are used in the information technology. So this about the history panel. Now we see some of the picture of tools that will be there in the toolbox upper middle palette. Select tool, smooth move tool that we have to learn. The first tool is a circle tool. The circle tool is used to draw the circle. They are having a 2 property of circle tool, center and radius. Then we have want to design the rectangular shape, so we have a rectangle shape, rectangle tool. Then we have star tool. If we have a 5 curve or 5 side, we have to design like a star, then we have to take the star tool. Then we have a polygon tool. Whenever you want to design the shape which having a more than 5 curve or more than 5 vertex or more than 5 sides, that time you have to take the polygon tool. Then we have going with the beeline tool. The beeline tool is used to draw the multiple points and multiple curves object. For example, if you want to draw the animation of Diwali kind of diyas or candles, this type of multiple curve and point animation, that time you have to use the beeline tool. Then we have a draw tool. So draw tool is a similar to the pencil tool we use in the paint or other drawing software. So draw tool is used to freehand drawing with the like a pencil. If we want to drawing the pencil, similar are used as a draw. Then we have a fill tool. If you want to fill up the colors, or if you want to fill up with the multiple color to the object, that time we have to use the fill tool. Then we have a eyedrop tool. If you want to give the eyedrop type of settings, that time we use the eyedrop tool. Then we have a gradient tool. If you want to give the mixture of two or multiple color, that time we have to select the gradient tool. Then we have a text tool. If you want to convey the message, or if you want to specify the message, that time we use the text tool. Now some of the other tools are zoom tool. If you want to zooming your object, or if you want to give the zoom to your object, that time we use the zoom tool. Then we have a width tool. If you want to specify the width to the object, means we want to modify the width of the object, that time we give the width tool. Then we have transform tool. If you want to give the transformation, means you want to apply the moment, that time you have to select the transform tool, which are there in the arrow form. They are symbolic to be a arrow form, the first tool of the toolbox. Then we have a smooth move tool. The smooth move tool, whenever we want to give the smooth motion, smooth movement to the object, that time we use the smooth move tool. Then we have a scale tool. Whenever we want to change the scaling of the object, means resizing of the object from the all the side, that time we use the scale tool. Then we have a rotate tool. If you want to give the rotation to the object, to the 360 movement, that time we use the rotate tool. Thank you, student.